For boxing enthusiasts, it was an event they could no longer bear to witness. It was such a popular fight in its time, and it remains so to this day, that even the less passionate fans paid to watch the broadcast. Mike Tyson, who must be recognized as the biggest star in world boxing, was returning to the ring. But he wasn't on vacation. In fact, he had served 3 years in prison. After serving part of his sentence, Tyson was granted parole on March 2, 1995. However, just before that, on March 2nd, in a brief press conference, he announced his return to boxing after spending so much time without facing any opponents other than the events of his own life. From that moment, the debate over who his first opponent would be began. There was much speculation. It was Tyson's comeback, after all. At the very least, there were rumors of a possible super fight, with George Foreman being added to the equation. However, the official announcement revealed that Tyson would actually be facing Peter McNeely, who wasn't as well known at the time. We can boast about how good the encounter was. In August, TV Guide would honor it by including it on their list of the 50 greatest televised sports events of all time. McNeely, the Hurricane McNeely, as he was often called, though not well known to most fans, had an impressive record of 36-1, with 30 knockouts.
After he got on his feet, McNeely went after him again, and he pummeled him, knocked him down for the second time.
But it wasn't a surprise. McNeely came from a family of boxers. Both his father and grandfather were New England champions, and his new father even fought for the world heavyweight title in a match he would lose against Floyd Patterson. Returning to McNeely, he had the joy of having defeated various famous boxers, which helped him win the New England Golden Gloves. The Hurricane was only 22 years old when he debuted in professional boxing, winning his first 6 matches by knockout in the first round. Another interesting milestone is that he remained undefeated during the first 2.5 years of his career, achieving a streak of 24 victories until his match against Stanley Wright, who handed McNeely his first defeat. It would take him a month and a half to mentally recover from what happened.
Εδώ ακινουάνται σε λίγο με τον δεύτερο γύρο από τους 12 πριν σχεδιασμένους αγώνας. Δυσκολεύεται πάρα πολύ. 2 knockdowns στο πρώτο γύρο. Γονατίζει και πάλι με ένα δεξί.
Before the fight against Tyson, if there was one thing McNeely had, it was confidence in his power. He had a streak of 12 consecutive wins and believed he could even take on Superman himself. "I'm Hurricane McNeely. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass," were some of his words at the press conference. Tyson, on the other hand, Tyson was only 20 years old when he became the youngest boxer in history to win a heavyweight championship. However, his decisions led to him being sentenced to 6 years in prison. This happened in February 1992, and he was found guilty of rape charges. But his arrest wouldn't be the first defeat in Tyson's life, as his invincible aura was shattered in February 1990 when he was knocked out in the 10th round by a ruthless James "Buster" Douglas in Tokyo, Japan.
Desperate one-eyed fighter. Brawling willingly just to try to get in the shot that will finish things in.
Oh, the uppercut.
What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson.
For Tyson, recovering from the first defeat of his career took a total of 5 months. That's how long it took for him to step back into the ring. He managed to secure 2 consecutive victories and then defeated Donovan Ruddock, the second heavyweight, twice.
Tyson! Oh, now the right combination! Steele steps in! Is it over?
After that, Tyson's new trainer, Richie Giachetti, did everything possible to arrange a more significant fight where he would face Evander Holyfield, the undisputed heavyweight champion, in 1996, in a match that was never meant to happen as Tyson ended up being arrested. Did you know that by then, Iron Mike had the perfect combination of skills to be a tough opponent to beat? But what was most intimidating to his opponents was his threatening personality, which could paralyze them even before stepping into the ring. Returning to his skills, they had declined after Buster Douglas defeated him in an epic manner.
What an uppercut by Douglas, and down
He was not only experiencing a lack of concentration, but also a lack of dedication and preparation in general. Spending 3 years behind bars certainly didn't help him at all, as his skills had deteriorated even further. This meant that for a new fight, the right opponent had to be chosen: Peter "Hurricane" McNeely. The showdown. The intention behind choosing McNeely was for Mike to make a confident return to the ring, reminding himself of how victory felt. "He's back" was the name popularly given to the duel. It took place on an emotional night on August 18, 1995. The MGM Grand Las Vegas Arena was packed, and around 1.5 million tickets were purchased to watch the fight via pay-per-view. It can be said that it was the most anticipated return for those who followed boxing in any way. Everyone wanted to see the Tyson they remembered. As soon as the bell rang, the Hurricane tried to intimidate Tyson with an aggressive attack. Tyson, who managed to avoid these aggressive punches, surprised by landing a precise right hook just 10 seconds into the fight.
And McNeely, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely. Second.
McNeely went down, but he immediately got up with a jump that was meant to convey nothing happened. After the referee allowed him back into the fight, the exchange of close-range blows between Tyson and McNeely was nothing short of thrilling. However, it was clear that Iron Mike was not only more powerful, but also more accurate.
On the canvas.
Tyson taught McNeely a lesson in bravery, landing several hooks that left him very dazed. He knocked him down with a right-hand punch, and the Hurricane, already shaken, managed to get back up once more.
Stop that nonsense, because they were starting to butt heads. Oh, Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again. McNeely's hurt this time.
His promoter and cornermen jumped into the ring to prevent McNeely from further damage. But the referee asked them to leave. With the team's refusal, the fight had to be stopped after 89 seconds, and Tyson was declared the winner by disqualification. The fight was a resounding financial success, grossing $96 million worldwide, setting a record of $63 million in pay-per-view purchases alone. For Tyson, the showdown would become an internal mental triumph, making it clear to him once again that he was ready to conquer the highest standards of boxing. His next fight gave him the CNB World title, making him the ANB Heavyweight Champion. Don't forget that the best way to support our content is by leaving your like and subscribing to the channel for more similar videos. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Tyson's comeback story.